Hey, Double O's, it's Blake over at Bond Life Chicago with another Double O fight breakdown. Today, from Russia with Love, Bond versus Rosa Klebb at the end there with her poison dagger shoe. Not a whole lot of technical fighting here, but some we're going to break down. Ultimately, it's knife defense or a sharp-edged weapon defense, and Bond actually does a really good job of creating distance, creating obstacles so that he's safe, he doesn't get cut, and of course he doesn't get poisoned. I think that part's pretty awesome and pretty realistic per se. Now, the scene itself, or the fight itself, starts as Rosa Klebb walks in. She's trying to sneak out with the lector, and Bond finally notices, and Rosa Klebb's got him at gunpoint. Now, from as far away as they are initially, Bond really doesn't have much to do. She's already got the gun drawn on him. He'd have to draw into his shoulder holster and shoot her before she just simply has to pull the trigger. Not a whole lot you can do except for obey and just hope you get a window of opportunity. Klebb is ordering Tatiana to get out of the room. And of course, now that she listens and she does so, she can't help herself but to want to kill Bond versus just leaving with a lector. So she goes, she takes Bond's gun out of his holster, tosses it out onto the balcony. And at that point, the only thing I'd say that's not so realistic, when she walks up to him, she's got that gun drawn with the one hand, and she's pulling the gun out of the holster with the other. That's really the one time you have to kind of defend yourself or act. Now, I'm not saying that any of us should do that because, of course, this is a movie. He's a secret agent. We're just real-life people. But if you were at gunpoint, you have a lot more opportunity for success if I'm here versus if I'm here in arm's distance. So that's the only thing I would say with that. But so she takes the gun out, she throws it, and from there, now she's still got Bond at gunpoint. Bond's just got his hands up, no weapon at this point. And Tatiana saves the day. She jumps in back from the hallway, knocking the gun away from Rosa Klebb, knocking Rosa Klebb down at first. And as Bond kind of runs towards the balcony to try to get his gun to take care of Klebb, Klebb runs back towards the balcony too, and of course now she's popped out that dagger and she's getting ready to kick. She's doing her little tiny little flicker kicks, threatening kind of, and Bond sees the dagger and he obviously, oh no, I have to do something about that instead of just trying to wrestle this lady, even though she is much smaller than Bond. And he does a good job. He grabs a chair and he kind of turns into a lion tamer, but he's just using that to create distance. Now, arm's distance in a fist fight is pretty good to be 2 arms lengths away, but with that dagger, you need to be a little bit further. So he's got his arms, and then he's also got the whole length of the chair, both the legs and the backboard, and he is kind of keeping her at bay. She's trying to kick him, and he corrals her in between the legs of the chair, and he's able to drive her into the wall, now pinning her up against the wall again. He's got his arm's length, and he's got that chair length, and he's doing a really good job. He's created distance, and he's created an obstacle where for any type of sharp edge attack, an obstacle is usually a pretty good thing to keep somebody at bay or at least create more time for you to defend yourself or to get away. So he's holding her there. She's still trying to punch him. She's still trying to kick him, but it's just too much distance. She really can't punch him with any force to knock him away or knock the chair away. And now Tatiana grabs the gun. She's going back and forth at first. She doesn't know who to shoot, who's good, who's bad. Ultimately, she shoots Rosa Klebb in what I would seem to be like the torso area. She falls down. She dies. And then, of course, now we get the one-liner. She's had her kicks. Like I said, not a whole lot of technical fighting. Really, Bond doesn't do much except for use the chair. But if you're getting attacked by a knife, using a chair as defense is an awesome thing to do, and luckily he had Tatiana there to help him a little bit. Otherwise, he would have eventually had to go hands-on with her himself. Hope you guys liked this one. As always, if you're serious about self-defense and martial arts, please find a local gym in your area. It's a great way to stay fit. It's a great way to stay safe, and it's a great way to bring a little bit of Bond into your everyday life. Hope you guys like this one. See you next time.